Stay tuned for Hutto Hippos baseball as they've traveled over about 30 minutes over to the Dragon Diamond at Round Rock High School to face the Round Rock Dragons, who are ranked number 16 in the state. Hippos and Dragons played over at Hutto at Tuesday night, and Dragons took that one after a late score, 6-3. So Hippos looking for a revenge tonight against the Dragons. I'm Gage Bowles. I'll be on the call tonight. Stay tuned. Welcome to Round Rock High School at the Dragon Diamond for this matchup between the Hutto Hippos varsity baseball and the number 16 ranked Round Rock Dragons. I'm Gage Bowles on the call. Happy opening to MLB opening day and April Fool's Day. The Hippos come in 7-3 overall record, 2-4 district record, and their last 3 games they are 1-2. Last Tuesday night, I was out there calling that game against McNeil over in Hutto. Hippos won that game 11-4, and in that game we saw really what the Hippos can do. They were solid on the pitching side. Offensively, they were making every key adjustment. They were hitting the ball well, hitting it hard, making the simple plays that they need to make. Whenever the Mavericks started to make a comeback, Hippos put them right back in their place. They came back out, and they... Just one moment. And they were really able to put the Mavericks away every time they started to try and make a comeback. And then last Friday at McNeil, the Hippos lost 7-6. They lost on a walk-off to the Mavericks, and it was one of those games I didn't get to see it. It was probably one that Hippos had most everything going, but Mavericks had everything going just as well. Some good pitching, some good offense, and the Mavericks were just able to outlast the Hippos with a walk-off. And then Tuesday night, Hippos and the Dragons faced off over in Hutto. Hippos lost a 6-3 battle, but what I wasn't at that game either, but what I was told is that game went into extras, and the reason the Dragons won that game is a late hit brought around 2 or 3 runs and secured the win for the Dragons, and the Hippos just weren't able to come back from that in an inning. So Hippos have some good talent. Carson Babb, Incarnate Word commit, Garrett Bame, a Texas Tech commit, and Grayson Doggett recently committed to Wichita State. The Dragons, like I said, come in number 16th ranked in the state. They're 18-5-1, 4-2 in district. Their last 4, they're 3-1. Last Tuesday, they played the 18th ranked Westwood Warriors in the game that they beat them last Tuesday 5-1. We saw whenever the Hippos played them that the Hippos just got absolutely whooped by the Warriors, and so Round Rock that just shows how good Round Rock is. And then last Friday, Dragons played at Westwood. Again, they were ranked number 18, and they just put a smacking on them. They defeated the Warriors 10-0. And then last Saturday, Dragons played a non-district game versus Georgetown. They lost that game 6-3, but you know, Georgetown maybe having a little down year this year, but every year the Georgetown Eagles are like a state powerhouse. A couple years ago, they went on and lost in the state championship game to Colleyville Heritage, who at that time had Bobby Witt Jr., who in that year went number 2 overall in the MLB draft. So, and then Tuesday, like I said, Dragons defeated the Hippos 6-0. The Dragons put out a ton of talented baseball players that get to go on and play in the next level. Just 2 years ago, they had Luke Almendarez, who's gone on to play at the University of Houston. Jared McKenzie, who is now at Baylor. Cal Fromick, who's at Oregon State, and they've had a ton others that have gone on to play some college ball. The dimensions here at Dragon Stadium for the field, left field is at 357, left center field's at 390, center field's 377, right center field is 355, and right field is 314. So kind of a bit of a long range of everything. You got a little shorter got a pretty short porch over to right field, but then you go over to left field and it's really long. But even though center field's only 377, that's a little shorter than normal. The fence is really high, so we got that. Got a lot of MLB news and notes to go over tonight, as today was opening day. A lot of games to keep up with. Some games that have been really good so far. Some games not so much. Some shocking games in the MLB, but really going to focus on this game as I'm going to fix into read off the starting lineups. We're about 10 minutes away from first pitch, being 7 o'clock. Typically, you got games for high school at Tuesday and Friday night, but this week, with tomorrow being Good Friday and kids being out and it being a holiday, getting to play a Thursday night game. So, just the Hippos really, they're 7-13, but their record doesn't show everything. They've had some games where they were really good in hitting, like we saw last Tuesday. But they also have these games where either everything's going, but some key mistakes late in the game cost them the game, or they have just a complete off game where maybe in a game that they shouldn't have. I feel like maybe against McNeil they should have been able to win both those games. And like I said, the first game they showed what they can do, but then the second game they just played really well against the Mavericks. And so the same with against the Dragons on Tuesday. They played really well, but just something late in the game ended up costing them the game. So starting lineup for the Hippos looks like this. Leading off at right fielder, number 9, Luke Nash. Center fielder, number 24, Chris Gadesick. Playing third base, number 7, Garrett Bame. He's finally back after having a couple weeks off after in that first Westwood game during spring break, fouling a ball off of his leg, so he was out for a little bit. Then and then in the cleanup spot, this is also the starting pitcher for the Hippos tonight, number 12, Carson Babb. First baseman, number 13, Andrew Ender. Batting the 6th hole, catcher, number 6, Xander Hall. Batting 7th, designated hitter, number 8, Alex Velasco. Batting 8th, left fielder, number 3, Levi Fletcher. Batting 9th, shortstop, number 14, Grayson Doggett. And then not batting, but in the field, second baseman, number 22, Aiden Pollard Torres. A beautiful night tonight for some baseball. A little bit of wind, a little cool, but just perfect weather. Not too many clouds in the sky. Sunny. Sun's about to set off to my west. So starting lineup for the Dragons is going to be leading off in center field, number 13, Lawson Knight. Batting second, shortstop, number 2, Thomas Soto. Batting third baseman, number 3, Jacob Castillo. Batting in the cleanup spot, catcher, number 22, Austin Munguia. Batting 5th, left fielder, number 8, Mason Schronk. Batting 6th, first baseman, number 23, Brooks Berry. Batting 7th, right fielder, number 21, Parker Kunn. And the starting pitcher and batting 8th, number 12, Travis Sikora. And batting 9th, second baseman, number 5, Trey Garza. Like I said, Dragons put out a ton of baseball talent of what I could find. We got number 2, Thomas Soto, a University of Dayton baseball signee. And on the Round Rock roster, we got number 1, Ty Dillon, who is going on to play, I believe, defensive back in football for West Texas A&M. So you got a good athlete there. Then for baseball, you got number 8, Mason Schronk, committed to McMurray University. Number 12, the starting pitcher tonight for the Dragons, Travis Sikora, committed to Baylor. Number 18, Kyler Kirkpatrick, committed to Texas State. At home plate, the head coach for Hippos, Justin Elmore, and the head coach for the Dragons, I'm not sure his name, just got done meeting with the umpires at home plate, exchanging lineup cards, and about to have a ceremonial first pitch for the Dragons. Don't see that too often for high school baseball. All 30 MLB teams playing today. Most of them are off tomorrow. There's still about 6 or 7 games. Had a couple postponed, one of them being the Orioles and Red Sox due to rain. And then the Nationals and Mets had their game postponed through at least tomorrow. They already had an off day tomorrow, but they're not going to be making it up due to COVID contract tracing within the Nationals organization. So disappointment there for both those teams and their fans. But great to have baseball back. Every team so far that I've seen have fans in the stands. Some great baseball so far. Got Albert Pujols today starting his 21st season. Yadier Molina started his 17th consecutive opening day. Going to leave some of these for later and during the game to talk about, but we're going to take a break right now for a commercial really quick as we get ready for the teams to take the field. You're listening to Hutto Hippos Baseball on the SHN Sports Network.
Is a longtime supporter of Hutto ISD. Earn cash back and support Hippo Nation with the student-designed A-plus FCU Hutto ISD Hippo debit card. When you use your Hippo debit card, you and Hutto ISD both earn up to 10 cents with every purchase. Hutto ISD has received over $71,000 in cash back from A-plus FCU members since August 2016. Stop by the Hutto branch on Ed Schmidt Boulevard to get your card and start earning today. Membership required, insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to Dragon Diamond. We're about to rise for the national anthem.
Let's play ball!
That was the national anthem. As we get ready for the warm-up pitchers to get by Travis Sikora to get the game underway. Just a one-man crew tonight. Just me, Gage Bowles on the call. Love being able to do this. I love baseball. Might have heard me if you tuned into some basketball games. I was on the Hippos boys basketball varsity district games and playoff games all season. So leading off for the Hippos is going to be right fielder number 9, Luke Nash. Travis Sikora getting his pre-inning warm-up pitches in. Reason I haven't been on the air the last couple games, last Friday night and Tuesday night, was I've been on vacation in San Diego, so just got back Tuesday morning. So beautiful out there in San Diego. Love the weather. Got to go out to Petco Park. So as we get ready to, I'm going to update my card for some of the final scores in the MLB so far. Most games so far are done until we got the West Coast games.
Leading off for the Hippos, number 9, Luke Nash.
Coming up to bat now for the Hippos is going to be right fielder number 9, Luke Nash. Sikora steps on the mound, sets, Luke Nash steps into the box, and we are underway for a great night of baseball. The pitch in, first pitch swinging, gonna get up the middle, shortstop, let's see, shortstop, Thomas Soto tried to field that, but just wasn't able to get to it. So first pitch swinging gets us, Luke Nash leads off the game with a single. Hippos love to run, but against this Round Rock team, they're probably going to have to be a little more careful in the base pass and take whenever they get a guy on base. See, doesn't even give Chris Gadesick, who's now up to bat for the Hippos, a chance to throw his right over to Nash. So teams know that the Hippos love to run, especially with that lead. If they get that leadoff guy on, Nash bending down, looking like he wants to steal. Throw over to first. Gets back in time. The center fielder, number 24, Chris Gadesick, is up to bat for the Hippos. Sikora checks Nash over at first. And the pitch to Gadesick. Bunting, fouled for a strike. Oh, 1 count to Gadesick. Throw over to first again to keep Nash close. Nash gets back. 0-1 count to Gadesick. And Nash running off to second. Gadesick swinging, and Nash is going to be in with the stolen base. Pretty easy stolen base. Got a great jump on. Gadesick swung at that to try and make it a little distraction, make it a little more tough to get that throw down to second. Sikora pitches. Swinging by Gadesick, fouled back. 0-2 count. On deck for the Hippos is going to be third baseman number 7, Garrett Bame. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs in the top of the first inning with Nash on second. And the pitch, swinging, going to be hit to shortstop. The shortstop. Thomas Soto moves it to his right. Quickly picks it up, throws it over the first baseman, Brooksberry, for the out. It's going to go down as a fielder's choice as Nash advances to third. Stepping into the box for the Hippos is third baseman Garrett Bame, and Sikora pitching. Bame committed to Texas Tech. First pitch in was called for a ball. And the pitch, swinging, popped up to right fielder Parker Kunn, and Nash is tagging, and he's going to score on the sac fly by Bame.
Next at bat, number 12, Carson Babb.
So Hippos quickly on the board, 1-0 in the first inning. 2 outs. Stepping up to bat. It's going to be the pitcher tonight for the Hippos, number 12, Carson Babb. Sikora steps back, and the pitch just outside for a ball. Sikora sets, and the windup, and the pitch. Just in for a strike. 1-1 count. Sikora winds up, pitches. Inside, gets past the catcher, no harm done for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strikes to Babb. Sikora cleaning off his cleats and Babb resetting. Sikora sets, getting his, and the windup. The pitch delivery in for a strike. 2-2 count. Travis Sikora can attack Babb anyway. He can throw a little bit outside, try and get him to chase, or attack him right in the zone. And the pitch, swinging, fouled back into the screen. Hippos in their orange jerseys, tops with black numbers with white outline in their white pants. Dragons in their all white, maybe some pinstripes with red numbers. Sikora winds up in the pitch, outside for a ball. Full count to Babb. And Sikora winds and pitches. Swinging by Babb. Going to get down, split the gap between the center fielder and right fielder, get all the way out to the fence in right center field, and Babb is going to have a double.
Next at bat, number 13, Andrew Ender.
And let's see who's going to be Babb's courtesy runner. Is normally Jeremy Garcia. It's going to be number 4 tonight. Looks like number 4. Now batting for the Hippos is going to be first baseman Andrew Ender. First pitch swing by Ender, fouled back into the net for a strike. Typically for the Hippos, the courtesy runner is Jeremy Garcia, but looks like it might be Hunter Thompson. Swinging, Andrew Ender fouls it out of the stadium. No balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, Hunter Thompson is over at second base, being the courtesy runner for pitcher Carson Babb. Thompson was running on that pitch. And Sikora sets and pitches, swinging by Ender, and it's going to be flied to right fielder Parker Kunn, who lays out, makes a diving catch, and that is going to be the end of the first inning. Kunn made a nice catch on that little bloop fly ball, and it's going to bring us to the end of the middle of the first. Hippos score 1 run on the field on the leadoff single by Luke Nash, and then he stole a base, and then Chris Gatesick had a fielder's choice, and then Garrett Boehm had a sac fly that brought in Nash from third. So we've reached the middle of the first. Hippos lead 1-0. You're listening to Hutto Hippos Baseball on the SHN Sports Network.
ACDI, Al Clausen Disposal, supports the Hippo Nation. ACDI is a locally owned family company that specializes in solid waste services, including residential, recycling, commercial, and roll-off. Al Clausen Disposal has grown into a top 100 ranked corporation. Their mission is simple. They're committed to providing safe, reliable, and environmentally sound waste solutions at cost-effective rates while embracing new ideas to reduce the carbon footprint. Al Clausen Disposal, your local choice for all your collection and disposal needs. ACDI says go Hippos!
Welcome back to Dragon Diamond over at Round Rock High School. As we get ready to start the bottom of the first. Warming up on the mound for the Hippos is pitcher number 12, Carson Babb, who had a nice double who went all the way out to the fence. That was with 2 outs, so the Hippos really weren't able to get anything with that, but they were able to score 1 run early in the first inning, so hopefully that is going to have a little momentum, give them some momentum on the defensive side with pitching and some offense, knowing that they can score against this 16th ranked Dragons team. Leading off for the Dragons is going to be center fielder number 13, Lawson Knight. Babb still having his final couple warm-up pitches.
Leading off for the Dragons, your
And
center fielder, number 13, Lawson Knight.
Knight stepping up to the batter's box. Babb having his final meeting with his infield. Catching Babb tonight is number 6, Xander Hall for the Hippos. And Knight steps in. Babb is set, ready to go. And the windup and the pitch. Down in the dirt for a ball. Nice pick by Hall. And the windup and the pitch. Swinging by Knight. Fouled back. 1-1 count. And the pitch. Tried to maybe get that breaking ball, but just curved down too much into the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing fouled over into foul territory. Nice big foul territory here at the Dragon Diamond. 2-2 count tonight. The pitch from Babb. Curves outside for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count tonight. Noise coming from the Dragons dugout. Nice curve in for the strikeout. Got him looking.
Next at bat, your shortstop, number 2, Thomas Hutto.
Now batting for the Dragons is shortstop, number 2, Thomas Soto. University of Dayton signee. Babb winds in the pitch. Just outside for a ball. Yeah, and the pitch. Babb working kind of quickly. Fouled back into the football stadium where they're having a track meet. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield here at Dragon Stadium, surrounded by some trees. Nice backdrop. Next pitch is down in the dirt. Bounces away from Xander Hall. 2 balls, 1 strike. To Soto. And the windup from Babb. Down in the dirt again. Gets away from Hall. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Down in the dirt for a walk. Now batting third baseman, number 3, Jacob Castillo. Castillo sets in. Babb set from the stretch. Checks Soto at second, looking like maybe he's a runner. And the pitch. Gone straight in for nuts. Castillo let that go for a strike. And throw over to first to keep Soto close. Throw over again. Almost got him that time. Soto just gets back. Both pitchers early, looking to keep those runners close. And the pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 count. And the pitch. Down in the dirt. Hall couldn't find it. It was right below him, so Soto advances to second. Two and 1 count to Castillo. Babb sets, checking Soto at second. Grayson Doggett keeping him close, playing shortstop, but playing over towards second base. Babb resets. Babb quickly checks him, and the pitch. Swinging foul. Back into the football stadium again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, and the pitch. Down in the dirt. Soto running, but no throw over by Hall. Wanted to make sure not to probably overthrow it. Castillo told him to stay there, but Soto was already running, so he was able to pick up that steal with a no throw over. And the pitch to Castillo. Down in the dirt again. Now I believe it's a full count. Thought that should have been a walk. Swinging. Just gets past second baseman Aiden Pollard Torres' outreach glove. Gets into right field. Nash quickly gets it in. But that is going to score Soto. Castillo with a nicely hit first single. And an RBI. Now batting is catcher, number 22, Austin Munguia. Bab sets, and the pitch. Inside for a ball. Bab sets. And pitches. Down right below the knees for a ball. Munguia steps out, then steps back in. Umpire calls time. Not sure for what reason. He kind of stepped out to the side and started talking to Bab over on the pitcher's mound. And Bab sets and he pitches. Hat falls off. That's about the 5th time we've seen that in about the last couple starts that we've seen of his. 3 balls, no strikes. Bab sets. And the pitch. High for a walk. 4-pitch walk. Castillo will go to second. Munguia on first. Again, already a mound visit by the whole infield. And head coach Justin Elmore. Courtesy runner for Munguia is going to be number 1, Ty Dillon. Mound visit and meeting is done. Now batting for the Dragons is going to be left fielder number 8, Mason Schrunk. Bab sets, runners on first and second. And pitches. And for a strike, caught that outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Bab sets, checks the runner at second. Keeps checking him, keeping him close. And the pitch. Down and away for a ball. Second base umpire calls a balk on Bab, so that is going to advance Castillo to third and Munguia to second. Pitch in was just called for a strike. And the pitch down and away. Just kicks away from Hall, but not far enough for Castillo to be able to come home to score. 2-2 count. And the pitch inside, called for the strikeout. I thought that was a ball, so did Shrunk.
Your first baseman, number 23, Brooks Berry.
Second strikeout called. They got the Dragons looking. And now batting is going to be first baseman number 23, Brooks Berry. Bab trying to get out of this inning with very minimal damage. Bab sets and the pitch. Just falls out of the zone for a ball. Bab pitching from the windup with runners on. You don't see that too often. Can be a little dangerous. And the pitch curves in for a strike. A nice, nasty pitch by Bab. I'm off center I'm not right behind home plate. I'm off to the right, and I saw that curve, and it was nasty. And the pitch down for a ball. 2-1 count to Berry. And the pitch. Line straight to third baseman, Garrett Bame. That was looking like it was going to possibly be a bases clearing, probably double or triple, and Bame timed that jump just right. And for the final out of the inning, and Bab is able to get out of that inning with minimal damage. And we have seen that so much from his starts, that he gets into jams, but most of the time, most of the innings that he gets into them, he gets himself out with very minimal to no damage at all.
On the mound for the Dragons, number 26, Jacob Hutto.
And now pitching for the Dragons is going to be 26. Let me pull that up really quick. '26 is Jacob Haddon. I believe that is what he called, but I didn't recognize that name being that.
Batting for the Hippos, number 6, Xander Hall.
And leading off in the top of the second inning for the Hippos, catcher number 6, Xander Hall. Curious as to why the Dragons changed pitchers so early. And the windup from Haddon, and the pitch down and inside for a ball. 1-0 count to Hall. And the pitch down. Now 2 balls, no strikes. And Haddon working quickly And the pitch. Fouled. Straight back into the net. 2-1 count. And the pitch. Had a slow curve or changeup. Misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. In for a strike. Full count to Hall. Pitch swinging, fouled, just out into parking lot, and hits a car, I believe. Full count. Haddon winds and the pitch. Swinging Hall to third baseman Castillo. Throws over to first. It's thrown away. And gets into. It's going to be a dead ball. And it's going to be a single. And courtesy runner coming on for Hall. Not sure who it is yet. But stepping into the box for the Hippos is designated hitter number 8, Alex Velasco. Looks like it might be Caleb Cantwell, who's the courtesy runner for Hall. Throws over to first to keep the runner close. Haddon throws over again. Really trying to keep the runner close. Yeah, Caleb Cantwell's over at first for being the courtesy runner for Hall. And finally, Haddon pitches. Bunting down. Fair, just fair. Does not quite roll foul. And a perfectly placed bunt by Velasco. Right on the foul lane. Just keeping it fair. For a single. And now batting for the Hippos is going to be left fielder Levi Fletcher. And Dragons head coach wants the 2 umpires to talk about it. That was right in front of me, and it didn't quite roll foul. So I think this should stay a single. And they do keep it as rolled a single. So now batting is going to be Levi Fletcher for the Hippos. Catcher Munguia and the pitcher Haddon have a quick little talk right out in front of the mound. And we're back to playing ball. Haddon getting his signs from his catcher. Set, checks the runner at second. And the pitch. Bunting again is fled the runners, and he's going to barely be out. Everyone thought he was safe. All the Hippos fans in dugout thought he was safe. I thought he was safe, but nevertheless, he does his job. Gets Velasco over to second. And Hall and Cantwell, courtesy runner for Hall, over to third. One out in the inning. Runners on second and third. And now batting is going to be number 14, shortstop Grayson Doggett. First pitch swinging, popped straight up. 3 fielders coming in for it. Caught by shortstop Thomas Soto. And just like that, Hippos have guys on second and third and quickly get 2 outs. Now batting is number 9, Luke Nash for the Hippos. Nash needs to come through with a hit here, or there needs to be a pass ball or wild pitch that's going to be far enough away that's going to be able to get Cantwell home to score. First pitch, check swing, swinging, and called for a strike. Not good. And the pitch. Down in the dirt. Nice stop by catcher Munguia. 1-1 count. And the pitch. Turns around, tries, no one's at second to cover to try and pick off Velasco. So a reset. Haddon getting a sign from his catcher. And set. Checks Velasco at second. And this time goes around and just almost got him. Just was barely able to get his hand on the bag before the tag up. Soto was put on him. 1-1 count. Velasco needs to be careful how far he gets off the bag in the pitch, and just hits that outside corner for a strike. 1-2 count. And the pitch. Swinging, made contact, going to be out to center field and caught by center fielder Lawson Knight. And that is going to end the inning for the Hippos after a promising inning, as they got guys on second and third with only 1 out and 2 quick outs. And the Hippos aren't able to do anything with that. So we've reached the middle of the second inning. Hippos and Dragons tied. We're going to keep it right here. Going to be leading off for the Dragons is going to be right fielder number 21, Parker Kahn. We're going to go over some more MLB scores and news and notes from opening day. Late last night, Francisco Lindor signed a 10-year, $341 million contract with the New York Mets. He was traded over from the Indians, I believe, this offseason. Nolan Arenado begins his first year with the Cardinals after being traded in the offseason from the Rockies. And one of the biggest storylines to follow this year is the NL Central, at least at the beginning, is possibly the most wide-open division in all of baseball. Being all 5 of those teams could be playoff contenders. All but 1 or 2 could be playoff contenders. None could be playoff contenders. And just the team who's able to outlast all the others gets into the playoffs. So just a very, honestly, I think a good division right there in the NL Central that is going to be a fun one to watch. Now batting is, I am not sure. I think it's supposed to be Parker Kahn batting, but it's actually now, let's see here. Kind of confused right now of who's supposed to be batting. I thought it was supposed to be Parker Kahn. Nevertheless, 0-1 count. Number 26, it's going to be Haddon who's batting. 1-1 count to him. The next pitch is down in the dirt. Hall tried to frame that. And the pitch. Swinging, fouled straight back into the net. And the pitch. Down in the dirt. Check swing. So going to throw over to first base. The first baseman. And he's going to be
Number 12, Trevor Sakura.
changes already. And now batting is going to be number 12, Travis Sikora. And now another meeting. They called Hayden back, saying that trying to figure out this lineup situation here. And Haddon will still stay batting. A 3-2 count. Guess they called that a ball that he didn't swing, and the catcher dropped it. So next pitch is now swinging for a strikeout. Oh no, dropped by Hall. Batter Haddon stays alive. And the pitch. Snell swinging for the strike.
Next at bat, number 12, Travis.
Now batting is number 12, Travis Sikora. And the first pitch to Sikora is a ball. 1-0. And the pitch from Babb is high, right at the. Now batting for the Dragons is number 5, Trey Garza. 1-0 count, 2-0 count. Swinging. Missed down in the dirt. 2-1. And the pitch from Babb. Inside for a ball. 3-1 count. Babb shakes off the first sign, and now he's going in the pitch. In for a strike. Full count. Next pitch swinging down in the dirt, and he can throw over to first baseman Andrew Ender for the strikeout. 1-2-3 inning for Babb with 3 strikeouts. And we've come to the end of the second inning. Hippos and Dragons tied 1-1. We'll be back right after this.
Hutto Family Eye Care has partnered with Hutto ISD for almost 10 years. Hutto Family Eye Care has been the leader and preferred provider of quality vision care products and personalized service to patients in Hutto. Their doctors use only the most advanced, state-of-the-art technology and eye care products available. Give your vision the level of care and attention it deserves. Hutto Family Eye Care on Exchange Boulevard, across the street from the post office.
Getting ready to start the top of the third inning. Hippos and Dragons tied at 1. Leading off for the Hippos is going to be left fielder, number 24, Chris Gadesick. Stepping into the box is center fielder number 24, Chris Gadesick. Still on the mound for the Dragons, number 26, Jacob Hayden. And the first pitch was called for a strike. And the pitch called for a strike. The pitch in. Outside. Correction. 1-2 count now. Swinging is Gadesick to second baseman. Trey Garza misplayed. Picks it up, throws it over to the first baseman, number 23, Brooks Berry. And everyone thought that was he was stat. Gadesick was safe. No one is no Hippo fan or Hippo dugout. And swinging is Ender. Gonna hit the hole in between. Gonna split the hole between the shortstop Thomas Soto and third baseman Jacob Castillo. That will advance Bame to third. And Ender will have a single. Runners on the corners for the Hippos as Xander Hall stepped into the bag. Throw over to first, trying to keep Ender close, but see if they did keep Ender at first, and they did not put in his. Oh, excuse me, Ender's first baseman. Now batting his catcher, Xander Hall. And Haddon keeps throwing over to first to keep Ender close. And the pitch outside for a ball. The pitch from Hayden in for a strike. 1-1 count. Throw over to first. Ender gets back. Nice cool night for some baseball. So we head into the holiday weekend, and the pitch from Haddon, swinging right back to the pitcher, gonna and almost split the gap in between the shortstop and second baseman. The second baseman, Trey Garza, was able to come over, just get his glove on it, but sliding just too late, getting it flipped over to shortstop Thomas Soto, and Ender is into second. Bain will score, and Hall with a single. An RBI single for Xander Hall. And now running for Hall, if they put him in, is Caleb Cantwell. Now batting is number 8 designated hitter, Alex Velasco. Caleb Cantwell is now on first for Hall. Hayden sets, and the pitch, swinging straight to shortstop. Thomas Soto thrown over to first baseman. Had to be picked by Brooks Perry for the final out of the inning. And we've reached the middle of the third inning. Hippos played a run on that hard hit single that second baseman Trey Garza just wasn't able to get over to shortstop Thomas Soto in time. That scored Bame from third, and Hippos have taken a 2-1 lead. As Babb is back on the mound, warm-up pitches. Dragons having a little meeting before they get set to come up to bat. And going to be leading off for the Dragons is going to be Lawson Knight. After they had 3 straight strikeouts in the bottom of the second as they went down 1-2-3. Some more MLB news, notes, and scores. The Chicago Cubs have some of the most pressure on them, in my opinion, and a lot of opinions of professional announcers and analysts and TV and radio show hosts. That they have some of the most pressure out of any team to win games early in the season. Anthony Rizzo contract extension talks aren't going anywhere. They just have stalled out. Chris Bryant's contract ends after this season. They won the World Series just 5 years ago, and they're about to start losing some of their star players from that team if they can't get contract extensions working. If they can't win early, Cubs could be a huge dealer at the trade deadline whenever. I know it's only opening day, but Cubs could be looking to be one of those teams if they can't win early. That'll be a seller at the deadline. Stepping into the box is Lawson Knight, and the first pitch to him is fouled straight back for a strike. 0-1 count. Babb is set, and the windup. The pitch to Knight, inside, hits the umpire in the knee. Umpire goes down for a ball. That's something you don't want to see. I'm going to turn that camera away from it. Over to that sunset over here. Carlos Correa contract extension continued to be talked over, but time is running out for the Astros to be able to extend him. And one of the whole reasons is they didn't go after George Springer is so that they could have the money to sign Carlos Correa, but time's running out for the Astros to be able to do that. Home plate umpire is all right. And we're back to playing ball. And the pitch from Babb to Knight is down for a ball. 2-1 count. And the pitch just hits that outside corner, called for a strike. A nicely placed pitch by Babb. And the windup and the pitch. Swinging, solid hit. But it's going to be flied out to center fielder Chris Gadesick.
Next at bat, number 2, Thomas Soto.
Babb so far, other than that first inning when he got into a big jam and allowed a run, he has been solid. And even in that first inning, whenever he had his spots, hitting his spots, he was solid and making pitches and getting quick outs. And already the first pitch to Soto is outside for a ball. And the pitch inside almost hit Soto on the back end. Two and 0 count to Soto. And the pitch from Babb is in, just down and away. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch from Babb in for a strike. Soto hasn't swung at anything so far this at-bat. Trying to work that count up and pitch count up to get Babb out of the game. And the pitch down for a ball. Walk.
Next at Castillo.
And now batting for the Dragons going to be third baseman number 3, Jacob Castillo. First pitch to Castillo is in for a strike. Soto looking like he could want to steal. Bab not paying too much attention to him. And the pitch line just out on the inside of the first base line, but just out of the reach of the outstretched glove of first baseman Andrew Ender. But now they get Castillo caught into a rundown as he trips trying to stop himself from going to second to get back to first, and he's going to be credited with a single. That will advance Soto, though, all the way over to third. But Castillo will get caught in a rundown. But now a meeting between the two umpires again.
Next at bat, number 22, Austin Munguia.
Now batting for the Dragons is catcher number 22, Austin Munguia. Runner at third base for the Dragons, 2 outs. First hit pitch to Munguia is in for a strike right at the knees. Bab sets in the windup. Swinging line straight to third baseman Garrett Bame again. That is the second straight one to second one tonight. The exact same hit by 2 different players, but Bame timed his jump both times perfectly, and that brings us to the end of the third inning in a nice bit of a pitcher's type of duel, as Austin Munguia lines to third baseman Garrett Bame to end the inning. Dragons send 4 men to the plate that inning. You're listening to Hutto Hippos Baseball on the SHN Sports Network. Be back right after this message.
The Hutto Family YMCA, proud to partner with Hutto ISD. The Hutto Family YMCA is a center for fitness, family, and community. They provide Hutto residents with a state-of-the-art facility for programs and events that focus on youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. The YMCA works with Hutto ISD to provide an after-school program and other events such as Friday Night Live for middle school students. Check out the Hutto Y or call 512-846-2360. The Hutto Family YMCA, strength from within.
Welcome back to Dragon Diamond at Round Rock High School as we get set to start the top of the 4th inning as the Hippos lead the Dragons 2-1. Miguel Cabrera hits the first home run of the MLB season out of any game today in the snow, and he got a hold of that one and drove it and hit a nicely contacted home run that ended up helping give the Tigers a 3-2 win over the Cleveland Indians, who had Shane Bieber going, who was last year's, I believe he may have been the Cy Young. Last year, I get it was only a 6th season, but Shane Bieber was phenomenal. He allowed very few runs. He had one of the lowest ERAs ever recorded in an MLB season, even though it was only 60 games. So Tigers, with their new manager, A.J. Hintz, looking to possibly shock everyone and maybe get it to only the first game of the season, but they showed some life today. And leading off for the Hippos is going to be Levi Fletcher. And first pitch from Jacob Haddon to Fletcher is called for a ball. Next pitch is swinging by Fletcher. And the pitch down for a ball. 2-1 count. And the pitch swinging, line. It's going to fall in between, right in between second baseman Trey Garza and right fielder Parker Kunn, if that is still how they have it. Haven't heard any substitutions yet other than the pitcher. So that is what we are going to assume it is. And the first pitch to Doggett is Grayson Doggett trying to bunt to get Fletcher over to second. Missed the first one for a strike. Grayson Doggett recently committed to Wichita State University, also the Hippos' starting quarterback. And Fletcher, Grayson Doggett swinging, gets away from the catcher, and Fletcher rounds second, and he's going to be, and throw at third, gets away. He's going to be able to go home, and if he's going to be way out. But Fletcher and the Hippo fans are calling for interference at third base by third baseman Jacob Castillo, and head coach Justin Elmore is going to go out and talk about that. And they are not going to call interference, so Fletcher will steal second, get to third on an errant throw, and get caught going home. I'm going to say caught stealing home. And I think it should be 0-2 count. Scoreboard has it as 2-0. And the pitch from Hayden, swinging, strikeout. Grayson Doggett strikes out swinging. So Hippos go from having life. Fletcher probably should have just stayed at third, but took a risk. Didn't quite pay off, even though there should have been interference called on that, which would have given the Hippos the run. Now batting is going to be Luke Nash. Foul straight back into the net. Nash falls down swinging. And the pitch. Line, sliced down, ground ball in between third baseman and shortstop. Going to get out to the left fielder. Mason Shrunk picks it up and throws it in to the shortstop, Thomas Soto. And Nash with a single. Hippos have had nice contact all night on all their hits. And even their outs, they've had great contact. Just a few mistakes once again, making this game a little closer than it should be. First pitch swing by Gatesick is going to be popped up and flied out to right fielder. Left fielder Mason Shrunk. So we've reached the middle of the third. Hippos lead the Dragons 2-1. Hippo fans and players and coaches are not too happy so far throughout the game. Should have had interference called him. There should have been a single that he was called out. That was pretty obvious that he was safe. But Hippos led off the inning. Levi Fletcher getting a nice single, and then he stole second on a swinging strike that got away from the catcher and then was thrown away. So, well, he started rounding second because the ball got way past the catcher, and then slid into third. Should have been interference. The throw got away from the third baseman quite a ways, and then he got up and came home, but was way out at home after the backup man for the Dragons were able to come over pretty quickly and get that throw into the catcher. So that's where we stand at the middle of the fourth inning. 2-1, Hippos lead. Babb back on the mound throwing his warm-up pitches. Leading off for the Dragons is going to be left fielder number 8, Adam Schrunk. Now there's some more MLB news. George Springer has started the year on the injured list due to some rib injury. He's not going to be out too long, just the first couple series. He should be back for the Blue Jays home opener, wherever they're playing. I think they're playing in Buffalo this year again, or at least to start the year. So now batting, Mason Schrunk. Pitch is down in the dirt, way away for a ball. To Schrunk. And the pitch. Pitch is down in the dirt. Babb falls down. Maybe looks like his plant foot slipped. 2-0 count. Babb resets and 2-0 the pitch and outside for a ball. 3-0 count. And the pitch. Sails high for a walk, 4-pitch walk to Schrunk to lead off the inning. And gonna have a infield meeting, and Justin Elmore's gonna go out, maybe talk to Babb, see if he's all right after that slip. Just all of his pitches were kind of wild after that. Some more MLB scores during this mound visit. Blue Jays defeated the Yankees 3-2 in 10 innings.
Brooks Berry.
Yeah, and the pitch. Brooks Berry showing bunt, pulls back for a ball. Dragons doing one of those ball chants like the Texas A&M fans do against opposing pitchers. Next pitch is almost kind of looked like a strike. Berry pulls back his bunt, called for a ball, threw over to first to try and get Schrunk. Kind of caught out in the middle of nowhere, but he's able to just get back. And the pitch from Babb pulls back bunt again, but called for a strike this time. 2-1 count to Berry. Throw over to first. Hippos had Garrett Boehm coming in to field the bunt. They have Boehm playing on the infield grass. Swinging by Berry. Going to be thrown down to second, and he's going to be caught stealing. So Schrunk is caught stealing. Now we have a 2-2 count on Brooks Berry. And the windup, the pitch, outside, full count to Barry. The pitch down in the dirt for a walk. So back-to-back walks by Babb, but one out in the inning after Adam Mason Shrunk was caught stealing. And now batting is going to be number 26, Jacob Haddon. It is possible that Parker Kunn came out with an injury. He was playing right field, so I'm not sure really what injury that would have been in, but he came out must have come out after the first inning. And the pitch, swinging strike. Oh, 1 count. Babb sets. And the pitch. And home plate umpire calls time, and that would have been a great pitch. It was a great pitch because Babb was already in his windup. 0-1 count. Babb is reset, getting his signs, checking the runner at first. Pitch in. Catches that corner. Outside corner for a strike. 0-2 count. And the pitch. Swinging strike. For the strikeout. That is Carson Babb's 6th strikeout of the game. Now batting is Travis Sikora. And first pitch swinging is Sikora. Excuse me, Sikora. And the pitch. Fouled back. 0-2 count. Looks like on deck is going to be a pinch hitter for Trey Garza. And the pitch. Swinging strikeout. So a 3-pitch strikeout to Sikora ends the inning. Strands one runner on first base, and we have reached the end of the 4th inning. As we head to the top of the 5th, the Hippos lead the Dragons still 2-1 in a nicely pitched contest so far. We're going to keep it here. Some more MLB scores. We have the Phillies and Braves. Phillies defeated the Braves 3-2 also in 10 innings. The question coming into the season was the Phillies did make some off-season moves to their bullpen because last year their bullpen was historically bad. Their ERA was like 7.22. It was horrible. So the question was, did the Phillies make enough additions to entrusted arms to possibly be able to have a postseason chance this year? And the Braves have a stellar offense and pitching, so Phillies are able to outlast the Braves in that. So leading off for the Hippos is going to be third baseman Garrett Bame. First pitch swinging. Going to be grounded to second baseman Trey Garza.
Next at bat, number 12, Carson Babb.
Now batting is going to be the pitcher, Carson Babb. As Babb steps into the box, Haddon is already set, ready to go, and the windup. First pitch swinging for a strike. Made him look silly. Looked like maybe one of those breaking balls or changeups that just dropped right before it got to the bat. And the pitch. Swinging. Going to be fouled. Out of the stadium into the Dragons bullpen. 0-2 count. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-2 count to Babb. The windup in the pitch. Swinging. Fouled into the Hippo dugout. And Haddon with the windup in the pitch. Fouled back right next to the Dragons dugout into the net. Babb putting some nice swings on the ball. Nice contact. Just a little late to foul him back. A little later early. And Haddon is set, ready to go. Babb set, and the pitch is down in the dirt. Nice blocking job by catcher Austin Munguia. 2-2 count. And the pitch. Swinging. Going to be flied out to right fielder Parker Kuhn, if that is still him out there. I haven't seen him. He has not come up to bat yet, so. Two outs in the inning as Andrew Ender, the first baseman, steps into the up to the plate. The first pitch is swinging, fouled, and going to be into the Hippos bullpen. Oh, 0-1 count. And the pitch. Swinging, just got a piece of that. Foul next to the Hippos dugout. 0-2 count. A lot of foul balls so far in this inning, but two quick outs. And the pitch. Inside, gets that inside corner for a strikeout. And that is how we reach the middle of the fifth inning. A 1-2 inning, 3 inning for the Dragons and number 26 pitcher Jacob Haddon. We'll be right back after this message.
A-Plus Federal Credit Union is a longtime supporter of Hutto ISD. Earn cash back and support Hippo Nation with the student-designed A-Plus FCU Hutto ISD Hippo Debit Card. When you use your Hippo Debit Card, you and Hutto ISD both earn up to 10 cents with every purchase. Hutto ISD has received over $71,000 in cash back from A-Plus FCU members since August 2016. Stop by the Hutto branch on Ed Schmidt Boulevard to get your card and start earning today. Membership required. Insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to Round Rock High School at Dragon Diamond. As we get ready to start the bottom of the fifth inning. And leading off for the Dragons is going to be number 5. Is that 5? Number 6. No, hold on. Lots of confusion so far in the game for the Dragons lineup since the second inning. Going to be number 6, Ashton Fisher. First pitch hits him. So he's going to.
Hit back, number 13, Lawson, 9.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. H to the O.
So one pitch and to start the inning from Bab and hit by pitch. And now stepping up to the plate is going to be number 13, Lawson Knight. And Knight showing bunt and bunts it down. Bang playing it for a bunt and fields it but drops it, and so Garza will advance to second. And Hippos had that played perfectly, but Bame couldn't field it cleanly, and so Knight is going to reach on an error. So runners on first and second, no outs to start the bottom of the 5th inning for the Dragons. And up to bat is number 2, Thomas Soto, and he's going to bunt, but it's going to be foul. On deck is number 3, Jacob Castillo for the Dragons. Hippos need a ground ball double play right here. Bab sets, taking a little more time now. And Soto is showing bunt. And he steps off. Bab steps off the mound. And Bab sets, checks the runner at second, and the pitch. Bunt, shows bunt, pulls back, but he's going to get the runner at second, but he's called safe. That was another one that looked like he was a bang-bang play, and it's almost out. That last pitch was a strike, though, as he couldn't pull the bunt back in time. Now the Round Rock head coach went to word with home plate umpire. I'm not sure what about. No one really is.
Big Bad John.
So while that little meeting between the home plate umpire and Round Rock coach was going on, Hippos had a little infield meeting between the corners and catcher and Carson Babb. 0-2 count to Soto. Soto has to be careful if he's going to try and bunt here. And does not look like he will this time. And the pitch just outside for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, swinging strike. That pitch was really high, and he got him to chase that.
Number 3, Jake Castillo.
And now batting is third baseman Jacob Castillo. One out, runners on first and second. Got Ashton Fisher at second and Lawson Knight at first. And the pitch in for a strike. Babb sets, checks the runner at second 3 times. And the pitch down in the dirt, throws it way high. And that's going to get out into the outfield to left fielder, right fielder, Luke Nash. He gets it in, but Trey Ashton Fisher is going to score and tie the ball game up. And Lawson Knight is going to get to third base. So Hippos had looked like maybe they were on the verge of going to get out of that inning, this inning. Maybe if they played their pitch, if their pitches were good, and popped straight up by Castillo. Hippos infield drops it. Doggett calls it off. Little confusion between Grayson Doggett, Garrett Bain, and second baseman Aiden Pollard Torres, and that ball is going to drop. Luckily, no run. The runner at third does not score, but that is going to advance Castillo to second base. And they are going to intentionally walk Mangia. And now batting is going to be number 1.
Now batting, number 8.
Excuse me. Number 8, Mason Shrunk. Castillo infield double. And the pitch. Just inside, almost cut a little bit high for a ball. Bases are loaded for the Dragons. Austin Mangia at first. Next pitch in was a strike to Shrunk. Castillo is at second, and Lawson Knight at third. Shrunk up at the plate. Pitch in. Called for a ball. A nice pitch by Babb. And the pitch. Curves in, gets that inside corner for a strike. Babb sets. 2-2 count. And the pitch. Catches that outside corner, but called a ball. A nicely spotted pitch. Hippos fans wanted that call. And the pitch. Swinging strikeout. Babb got Shrunk on a nice breaking ball to swing at that. And 2 outs in the inning. First baseman Brooks Berry up to bat now. And Babb sets. And the first pitch to Berry is in for a strike right about the thighs, right above the knees. And 0-1 count to Berry. And the pitch. High for a ball. Babb getting his signs. Taking a minute to set, and sets. He's taking his time now, not working as fast. The windup in the pitch. Down in the dirt away for a ball. 2-1 count. The pitch. In for a strike. Nice. Hit that inside corner, outside corner. 2-2 count. Babb trying to get out of this inning. What started out looked like could turn into a disaster inning. It still could, but trying to get out. And hits that inside corner, but called for a ball. Hippos fans again wanted that call. A nicely placed pitch. The payoff pitch. Full count. The pitch. Runner's going. Walks. He walks the runner in.
Next at bat, number 26, Jacob Hannon.
And now batting is number 26, Jacob Hayden. The Dragons take a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 5th. They scored 2 runs so far in this inning. Babb sets and pitches. Hits that outside corner. Down low a bit for a strike. And the pitch. Just out and just catches that outside corner for a strike. 0-2 count. And Babb sets. And the pitch. Swinging for strike for the strikeout. So Hippos get out of that inning when what could have been a very damaging inning to them, only allowing 2 runs, keeping this a 1-1 game. But the Dragons do take a 3-2 lead. Dragons send 8 men to the plate. And heading to the top of the 6th, leading off for the Hippos is going to be catcher number 6, Xander Hall. Going to go some more MLB opening day scores. Brewers defeated the Twins 6-5 in 10 innings. That was a game Twins led a lot of that game. Brewers came back. Pirates defeated the Cubs 5-3, so definitely not the way that the Cubs wanted to start their season. But really, if there's any team in the NL Central that's more iffy about whether they can make a run, it's going to be the Pirates. But they showed today that they do have the ability to win some games, and they did that with a nice win over the Cubs. Even though it was 2 runs, they showed some good at-bats in that game of what I've seen. And then the Rays and Marlins, a little interstate rivalry, interleague game to open up the season. It was a massive pitching duel. Rays defeated the Marlins 1-0. And the Rays coming into the season, even though they lost in the World Series to the Dodgers last year in 7 games, the pitching is going to be a big question for the Rays. Starting pitching after they lost Blake Snell and Charlie Morton to free agency and trades. And then last year, the Marlins, can't sleep on them this year, as last year they lost their first ever playoff series in their franchise history. They had been to the playoffs, I think, twice and won 2 World Series and never lost a series. And they lost in the wild card round to the Cubs last year. So first pitch into Xander Hall to start the top of the 6th is a ball. And the pitch outside, dropped by the catcher for ball 2. 2-0 count to Hall. And the pitch is down and outside for 3 balls, no strikes. Some district scores after this pitch. Pitch is in for a strike. 3-1 count. Cedar Ridge and Vista Ridge tied at 0. Top of the 4th, bases are loaded. I'm not sure who is batting. And the pitch, and for a ball. So Xander Hall walks. And his courtesy runner is going to come on. Number 5. Let's see who number 5 is. Jeremy Garcia is the courtesy runner for Xander Hall. Alex Velasco is up to the plate for the Hippos. Another pitch over to keep Garcia close. Mavericks, the McNeil Mavericks and Vandergrift Vipers are in action. Bunted bunt, fouled back into the screen by Alex Velasco. 0-1 count. The McNeil Mavericks lead the Vandergrift Vipers 5-3 in the bottom of the third. And the pitch to Velasco is down and away. Velasco showing bump, but pulls back and for a ball. And the pitch from Hayden, bunted down. Nicely placed, gonna do his job. Sack bunts. Xander Hall over to second, but that's Jeremy Garcia at second now. And now batting for the Hippos is Levi Fletcher. Swinging, fouled back right behind me. Oh, and 1 count to Levi Fletcher. Check thrown on second and the pitch. Outside for a ball. One and 1 count. Turns around, throws over to try and pick off Jeremy Garcia at second. He's going to get back in time. And the pitch. Fouled back into the net right in front of me. 1 and 2 count. One, 2 count to Fletcher. Hayden gets his signs. And now he sets. And the pitch, swinging strikeout, made Fletcher look silly. A nice pitch by Hayden. That'll be 2 outs in the inning. And stepping up to bat is shortstop number 14, Grayson Doggett. Hayden sets. Acts like he's going to throw over to second. Make Jeremy Garcia slide back. And the pitch in, down in the dirt away for a ball. So far, Grayson Doggett's 0 for 2 with a pop out to shortstop and a strikeout. Swinging. Turn around, a pickoff attempt at second. Just barely gets away from the second baseman, Trey Garza, but not far enough to advance Garcia. And pitch in to Doggett is called a strike. He did not like that call. One and one count to Doggett. In the pitch, swinging, softly hit to first baseman Brooks Berry, and he's just going to walk it over first bag for the out. And Doggett is not happy with himself. He's really frustrated with some calls himself. Just hasn't had the best game tonight, but so we've reached the middle of the 6th inning. Dragons lead the Hippos 3-2. Hippos sent 4 men to the plate in the top of the 6th. Leading off for the Dragons is going to be Travis Sikora, as long as there is no pinch hitter. Some more MLB scores. Padres and D-backs. Padres defeated the Arizona Diamondbacks 8-7. That game was a wild one. They got down 1-0 in the first inning. Then they came back and got up 6-1 within a few innings. And then the D-backs crawled their way back, tied it, took the lead 7-6. And then the Padres came back, scored 2 runs to win that game 8-7. Like I said a little while ago, I was just there at Petco Park, and man, what a beautiful park. Beautiful weather there. I mean, it looked like a picture-perfect day. A little cloudy, which makes it for a little cooler there. But fans were in the stands. There's a roar of the crowd. I mean, a beautiful atmosphere, beautiful scenery at that ballpark. A great game. And then the Rockies and Dodgers. Rockies, surprisingly, defeated the Dodgers 8-5 in an NL West that could very well be competitive with the Dodgers and Padres for sure. And, I mean, maybe the Rockies, just beat the Dodgers. Could be more competitive than a lot of people expected, and especially what I expected. Same with the D-backs. Could be very competitive. Giants are still more in that rebuilding mode, I think. Then the Cardinals defeated the 11-8. And then there's one more game so far that has been played that are not West Coast games. That was just between probably 2 of the worst teams in the whole MLB, possibly. And it was just a terrible game. Up to bat is number 23, Brooks Berry. No, 28. Excuse me, 28. Going to be popped up. Oh. First baseman Andrew Ender came in trying to dive for that. Looked like he face planted almost a little bit. Was just out of the reach of his glove. Batting for the Dragons is number 28, Grant Bible. Next pitch to him was a strike. 1-1 count. Next pitch is called for a strike. 1-2 count to Bible. And the pitch. Just on the outside corner, but not called for a strike. And now pitching for the Hippos is number 2. Next pitch softly grounded to third baseman. He's going to skate beam. It throws over to first baseman Andrew Ender. He's going to just beat the runner out.
Number 6, Ashton Fisher.
And now batting for the Dragons is number 6, Ashton Fisher. And with Cantwell now in the game to pitch for relieved Carson Babb. Carson Babb pitched an amazing game. No doubt about that. Once again, first pitch by Cantwell to Fisher is down and out. 1-0 count. And the pitch. In for a strike on that outside corner. And the pitch. Just below the knees for a ball. 2-1 count. And the pitch. Inside. Fisher had to turn away from that. 3 balls, 1 strike. Cantwell, the pitch. Outside for a walk. And now batting is number 13, Lawson Knight. Coming up at about 9:05, we got the West Coast games, Astros and Athletics out in Oakland. We have the Giants and Mariners in the Angels, and I'll have to see who they're playing. And the pitch, swinging, fouled. Out of this, that foul was out of the stadium into the parking lot. 0-1 count. Runner on at first. Pit for a ball. 1-1. Hippos played a great 2 games against the Dragons. Tuesday night lost 6-3. Tonight lost 4-2.